I don't even know how to start the video off. I don't know, I just kind of want to just hit record and let whatever come out. My main source as far as entertainment, as far as shows, movies, and stuff like that, is mostly on like YouTube. I think the source I utilize the most is YouTube. I watch old shows, old cartoons, a bunch of random stuff. That's my main source of entertainment. I'm done with TV. I got a TV, but I don't even plug that bitch in no more. Because really the amount of shit and fuckery and all type of stuff that you see when it comes to even having a cell phone in your hand, because that's a computer. That's a whole computer. It can be basically anything you need it to be. Entertainment and communication wise. When you got that in your hand, you really don't need no TV shit, because, I mean, everything is just like, now it's instant. And I know y'all probably like, well, duh, telephones and shit, you feel me, been around. Not been around, because now we're going to keep experiencing shit that's what a lot of people think we wouldn't get to. Everything is going to be digital. But honestly, you gotta kind of sit back and think, where else would it go? So if they have us under some type of mind control and some type of control with us by not actually being a part of our actual physical selves, we're coming in to where we are going to be able to be tracked. We are going to have pieces and parts inside and out of us, like these motherfucking masks and shit, that's going to be utilized in our everyday life. And if we are going into an era, a stage where we are being introduced to all of these challenges and all of these different apps and all of these different social this and social that, and to look at this and to pay attention to that, we not pay attention to ourselves. We're not paying attention to the real shit that's going on, what they doing with it, why they doing it. It's why. For the people that don't look at it in a way that things can't get spooky, I want to say spooky is because when I sit back and think of all the movies and stuff that I watch, and then you kind of compare the things to what's going on, and you just kind of really sit back and you take a look at it, and not with your physical eyes, because it's something to it. It's something to it. It's something to it. Everything has its piece. Everything has its part. But I mean, I guess when it boils down to it, it's like basically, yeah, we got all this stuff going on, but what do you want us to do? What do I want you to do? honestly, you don't have to do anything you want to do. I'm just here to kind of put my 2 cents on what I see is going on. And I'm just kind of wondering, you know, what do other people see going throughout their day-to-day? What do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Is it accurate? Is it really entertainment? Now, what just popped in my head was, didn't Michael B. Jordan is the dude that was in Black Panther, yes or no? I think I'm right. I think he played in a movie. And so the dude that died, I'm trying to think of his name. The dude that so-called passed away, that was in Black Panther with Michael B. Jordan. And honestly, the only reason why I know who Michael B. Jordan's name is because I just seen the Amazon video, and I thought that was a fucking football player. I thought Michael B. Jordan was a football player, but I don't believe he's a football player, right? Yeah, I think he's an actor because he was in fucking Black Panther. So it got me to thinking about the Black Panther dude that died. And it's like, okay, so us as black men, we can be utilized as sex toys. We can be utilized. We can be used as this type of thing. It make the real men look inferior. And then at the same time, I'm a man, but you calling me Alexa, which is an obvious female name. And I understand some who probably saying, well, Alexa can be unisex. Then okay, yes, but we gonna put it on a simple type of thing here. We ain't gonna go A to Z here. Alexa is clearly a woman, because when you call Alexa and she talks to you, she's a woman. So they calling this black man a bitch. They calling him a woman. So they saying we making one person now become a woman and a man. And on top of that, we gonna put that into a robotic body, an AI body, an artificial body that can turn into a sprinkler. You feel me? And that's the dramatics they used on it, but you gotta really kind of tune in to really look at it like, well, I don't know, like, I just see something else. You just know it's something else. Why that's going on, they telling us this is going on. And they're literally telling us what is going on. They want to push a certain narrative for you. For the people that depend on the television. For people that depend on other sources that's going to lead you, even with religion and things of that nature, the people that really go hard for God, and that's fine, but there's flaws in that too, because in reality nobody will really know how we got here and how everything was created. Honestly, it probably was just that, created. Just how they create an AI people. I mean, stuff's been here. And when they put out little commercials, I don't know, it just struck me because I came home and I started writing a story about a certain company and tying that into that company into a human being. And then I so happen to hop on YouTube and see that commercial. Sex dolls and sex toys. It's an introduction to new. That's exactly what it is, an introduction to new. What is being ushered in, that's on some new shit. What's ushered in is that instead of having a real physical individual, a real person, or as real as far as we know it, we gonna give you this man that's also a woman and is a digital product. Is a digital product. A digital fucking product that you can get on your phone and do this and do that with and make it this way and that way. So now we're going to get rid of the fucking humans, the real people. And it's nothing that's just now going on. It's been going on since fucking forever, I feel like. It's one phase after another phase, after another phase, after another phase, after another phase, into another phase, into a new stage. Because once you get comfortable with that, then you got to get comfortable with this. I want you to get comfortable. How can we get comfortable with new species that's being created to be both a man and a woman and some type of artificial intelligence that they just gonna put they just gonna put out here? And the thing is, y'all probably thinking, oh, that sound crazy, that sound weird. We ain't gonna have this random ass like robot as you think of a robot would be. You feel me? They can take the flu or any type of sickness, whatever, remix it, and then put it back there and call it a different name. They can do that as well. And then they can tell people to do A, B, and C. And now that's something that we have to be comfortable with, because why? We have no choice. It's a new phase that we are entering in. Just a while ago, we didn't think we had to not go grocery shopping at 3 in the morning. Why? Because we just fucking want to. Stores not even open now no more. Late. They not. And we know that. They shutting shit down. They want us to realize we are now being ushered into more of the new. They're conforming us. See, I want to say it's like, it is some of the old. It's always going to be some of the old. But what are they trying to do? They are conforming us. They are introducing us into a bunch of wild shit that Just as these masks is like, oh, what the fuck? And now we all comfortable when that's everyday shit now. They're introducing us for the new shit. To the new shit. To the new story. Everything is outlandish. Everything is outlandish. And it plays mind tricks on people. If you really tune into something and consistently stay in that feeling of something, watching these shows and stuff like that, like, just, like, you can just see it. Like, I watched one recently, and it's still the same stuff. When it starts out, say season 1 or whatever, you can see the people as they come in, brand new. And then after a while, you've seen the changes and all the crazy dramatic shit and stuff they was putting on there to create a narrative to make scene look and feel a certain way to play on you. Why? Because they can, and that's what they want. That's what they want to put out there. That's what they want to be seen and known globally. Like, this is on a global type thing. It's a global, I don't even know how to say it. It's a global fucking game, a global game. And it trickles down to us. For the people who can do something, or at least attempt to do something. For the people who's trying to just put little stuff out as to what they see. They're not saying everything that they saying is right. I'm not saying everything that I say about any of it is right. But I just be seeing like, wow, that don't make sense. And you know, it's just weird. It's just weird. And I'm sure as if I was an adult back in when my mom was growing up, I would have peeped some shit. And then I wish I could see a contrast between what was going on then and what's going on right now. And see the progression in the stuff that they putting out. It's the crazy stuff that they're putting on people, on top of people to sit and consume each day. And that's exactly what it is. And it feeds people's brains and it gives them some type of emotion that can throw them off, that can make them lean a certain way, or that can even just keep them ignorant to a certain type of people, place, or thing. Like how they make Africa seem so fucking bad, like it's like just wild out there, like desert and animals running around, whatever. When I'm sure we know by now, yes, it's a part of that there too, but then there's also this side. Like with anything, there's a good and there's a bad. That's with anything. But for the longest, they was making it seem one way. Really it's this way. It's both ways. You cannot say just the bad and put that out there, and then you got people thinking it's that, when it's also this too. You want to give it all the way. What we get, hints and clues, is through the commercials. It's through the music, the music videos, the television shows, the networks and what they doing, the celebrities and how they rocking and rolling. Everything is something, it's for a reason. Little hints, little clues. They'll be masked as something else, but really the true meat and bones to it is what's going on right there in front of your face as you watch that program. Listen to that song and don't have a filter on it. The thing is, if you watch that type of stuff, or listen to a whole bunch of stuff that's whatever, or do a whole bunch of stuff, the thing is, you need to have a filter on it to know, okay, this is what, be able to distinguish your intake and what it is that's going on, so you don't get mixed up and caught up and swept up in that type of energy, or in that type of what they putting out on you to be okay with. That's if you are a black person. That's if you're not. Because if you're not a black person, you see some type of show or whatever, and you see these people, these black people being this one way, and you ain't never really met a black person, and you go in the public and you thinking all black people is just one way because that's all they showing you. Or they making the top celebrities be and look and feel one way, and they give that to you as a standard of what that person look like. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to sit and watch that and you're going to think that. And then go out into the world and just have this whole kind of filter on your ass to where you're not seeing things clearly and you letting it soak into you. Don't indulge in it to the point where it's changing your views on the reality of it, and not just the physical of what we see in our day-to-day and what goes on in our day-to-day.